How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here, as we are on My Hero Academia with episode number 9 for season 4. This is titled Red Riot, which pleases me so much that we're going to have another Kirishima-based episode. And if it's anything like episode 5, then I am really excited to see what this episode does entail, because episode 5 was perfect in evolving Kirishima, and it was a very, very amazing episode. And I'm really loving the fact that this season is allowing more opportunity for the spotlight to focus a bit more on Kirishima with this episode, apparently. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what they have in store for Kirishima in this episode, because he is a very, very extraordinary character. And yeah, like I said, the fact that we're getting more of a focus on him this episode, it seems to imply, is just a very, very tantalizing thing to go into. But yeah, last week was another character-focused based episode as well, as we focused a bit more on Amajiki. And after last week's episode, as I said in my review, he is definitely raising up there to be one of my favorite characters. Not just with how I can definitely relate to him and how I just feel so bad for him, but also because of his quirk and how he was able to handle those 3 guys, because the power of companionship and friendship doesn't always work, especially if you're a villain. So I really, really loved how Amajiki managed to use that bond that they had with each other against them in order to save, because it wasn't looking good for him. And eventually he managed to overcome their obstacles. So it was really, really good to focus on him, his character, and how he also got the moniker the Sun Eater of the Big Three after Mirio gave him a little bit of a pep talk, which was very, very much needed, like Mirio's company with Amajiki, because we saw how lonely he was, and that Mirio stepped up to him. And yeah, I really loved that, like exploring their friendship as well as Amajiki's character a bit further. So yeah, it was a very, very killer episode. But yeah, with that said, let's jump into episode number 9 of season 4 for My Hero Academia. We're actually flying through this. It's crazy. But this is Red Riot. Let's go.
Took me too long. Wonder how far ahead the others are now. I need to catch up.
Majiki! No, you need to rest, buddy. Oh!
Guess that was hurt worse than I thought.
Someone get our good boy a bed. He shouldn't be resting there.
Not even the first years think he could do this. Guess one moment of confidence doesn't mean much if they haven't seen him do anything to back it up. But still, listen!
I mean, it was 3 against 1. They still have every right to be worried.
Yeah, he'll handle it, no problem.
It doesn't take much to change your mind, does it?
That's right, all we can do is have faith in him.
He's moving around inside the walls to monitor what's going on.
Oh.
So when he does take control of an area, perhaps his true body is nearby.
Oh, wow.
To stop one of the heroes. Garbage or not, those 3 are supposed to be strong.
If he pokes an actual
Very,
eye
very
or ear
creepy.
out to keep track of us, that'll be all it takes.
That's right.
I just need to see
shh.
him.
It's his fault.
That's what he started calling himself after the boss got sick and he came to power. The boss valued
Oh yeah, the guy in
wanted
the
Yakuza
bed.
to stay as we were, even in these new times. We're not like villains.
Oh.
The Hasaikai have integrity. He didn't want us to be seen as just another group of low-life thugs. He's who we respected. We trusted him.
He wanted
The young
you
head
guys
gave
to become
himself a
something
villain's
greater.
name, allowed time to do your thing. Be careful,
Back up. Oh my god! Oh!
Where'd you come from?
Kirishima!
I jumped out in front of Mr. Aizawa. I figured I wouldn't take any damage, but then you jumped, and I kind of got stuck.
Oh, so he was right in front of... Oh my...
Nothing we
Okay.
can do now. Get ready. We're not alone.
Oh my god!
You good?
He just absolutely tore up the place.
No. My arms are...
You know what I think?
Oh my god!
With the blow. Another barrage like that and I'm done. I thought I'd gotten stronger. Damn it. I'm still weak.
But it doesn't mean you're immune to
Remember,
this.
you're unbreakable. If you let them break your spirit, that means you've lost. When you're up against villains, the key is making them lose their will to fight first. You can't lose your drive
Come on,
before
fat
they
gum.
do. Now let's take those two fat and absorb all the damage. He'll wear me down till I've got nothing left. They were arguing before, but I'm sure the
Wait,
other
would
guy
that
will
make
put up a
him,
shield
like,
if his partner needs one.
thinner to the point where his
Like
body
an
can't
iron wall when I punched
take it?
earlier. My power isn't enough to take it down. We won't be able to win while that guy's still standing. Despite what I said, Kirishima's in
brains.
rough shape. But I've got no choice.
I was so sure I'd gotten stronger. But then...
You
broke
have.
through my ultimate move with a single attack. And now I'm just in the way.
It's just
He keeps
stronger.
getting faster, and each hit hurts worse than the last. Am I gonna be able to hold out long enough?
Kiri, he's having this crisis and it's breaking my heart.
Useless bastard! Your heart need cracks and there's nothing worthwhile underneath!
Oh my god,
Can't I do anything?
he's breaking my heart.
Comes!
I got him. He's not actually that strong. His quirk just makes his body a little bit harder.
Dude, what the hell?
Bastard!
Now let's go.
Get back here!
Forget about
Like
it,
how they're breaking
Kirishima.
kind of stereotype in my opinion.
Why are you always sticking your
with
neck out like
bullying.
that, man?
It doesn't matter what your quirk is if you have an honorable heart. That's what the chivalrous...
Asha's got that covered. She's definitely hero material.
What about me? My hardening is pretty weak, and it's nothing flashy. Kind of boring.
I'm just amazed with the
If you
fact
have
that
a
he hasn't got
chivalrous
his
heart,
red
it doesn't matter
hair.
what your quirk is. Train your body
Like,
as
did he
hard as
dye
you
it
can,
or something?
And your spirit will make up for your quirk's weakness. Or at least... What is that?
Just bring a hero agency. Tell me where it is.
Dude, you know it's creepy to confront
You're not gonna
children.
answer me?
Crap! Why aren't there ever any heroes patrolling at times like these? Someone... No. I can
His
do
first
it.
break, big break, come on.
It's a simple thing as for my master.
Ooh. Oh man.
Saved us! If you hadn't stopped him, he would have squashed us for sure. I lied and sent him to the police. Let's hurry and get
Oh, you said. Oh, okay. I knew she lied.
Froze.
She wouldn't do that.
Why didn't I go? Gently cut my eye. For a while after that, I whined and cried about how much I
Ow.
hated my power. Thinking about it now, that's probably why I admired him so much. I hated my own quirk, but his was similar. He stood tall and risked his life to save others.
You will get there, buddy.
That's not it, is it? Faces they die. That's far worse. It's the fear of seeing that look again that drives me.
Oh. Whew.
Having a strong spirit. It isn't a matter of being bold, or confident, or fearless. I'm a hero, and I've sworn to protect people. It's a vow I've written on my heart and one I'll die to keep. You want to know what chivalry means to me?
Ooh.
Living a life...
Say, with the villain, it was really tough on you, more than it was on us.
So, what's it to you?
Don't be too eager to change who you
That
are!
hurts! Actually, it doesn't, but what the heck?
Once you get over
Oh.
yourself, let me know, okay? I'm being nice and holding back for now. But someday I'm gonna tell everyone about your little makeover.
Ooh. Oh, I love that. This connection.
Being every blow you dealt me, sinking each one into my body and storing its power.
Oh,
Doing that takes
it's gonna
energy
make him
and burns the fat that
stronger.
protects me from taking serious damage. So my defense is getting weaker. But I'll take those punches. And forge a spear that can shatter any shield!
Oh my god!
Proper.
Yes!
He's up to something. Finish him quickly.
It's time to strike.
He's basically
Wore
Yang!
me down.
Let's go!
Holy shit! Come on, Kirishima!
A shield now? Of course, don't be a fool. Nothing can overcome the strength of my defense. The boy's attack was in vain.
It wasn't in vain.
He
Thank
is.
you, Red.
He is stepping
Bought me
up to
the
being
time
a
I
hero.
needed.
Hey guys!
Holy
Two of you
shit!
are gonna lose. Do you want to know why?
My wall will stand.
I'm not so sure.
Holy shit! He looks. Woo! Holy. So he does get thinner.
Victory is ours.
It is. Wow, good work, boys. I was actually, I'll keep, I don't think there's a post-credit thing, actually, with the runtime. I'll just have a little check. I was gonna say, I was in so much, like, excitement with what was happening with Kirishima stepping up to that heroic nature and thinking that I will, overcome that, I will overcome any threat, even if it means costing me my life, as long as I live to my ideals about being a hero. I will do it. I will step up and I will confront that danger and make sure that innocents are protected, all that jazz. Fat Gums, look, I say Fat Gums, I was, yeah, because when he said, it wears me down, and his body acts like a shield. It absorbs the punches. So, like, you tear into layers. So that makes him fit. That's what was going through my mind. So it's like you're tearing into the layers of a person, and you're, I guess, reducing his weight. So, see, that's what I should do. That's how you get into fighting, and yeah, that'll get me super skinny in no time. But no, yeah, I was in so much, like, emotion with Kirishima stepping up, with Fat Gum, with them actually dealing with them, those two. It was just absolutely amazing. I just really loved. I really loved how that story transpired, how it flashed back to Kirishima's past, revealing as well that he didn't die, that he didn't have red hair as a natural. He just dyed it as well. So that was that was a pretty interesting revelation. Because I thought, okay, well, Kirishima's always had, like, red hair, but no, he hasn't. So, oh my god, it was really emotional though. That was a really powerful episode. Yeah, I just really loved it, and that ending had me like, oh my god. Huh. I just really love how powerful that ending was. Like, not just from Kirishima, not just from Fakka, but how they managed to deal with those guys as well. Yeah, it was just a very, very impressive episode. Once again, showing Kirishima step up. As yeah, I gotta say, that guy that was delivering that first punch that really shattered Kiri's arms. It was absolutely terrifying just to see him work that damage. But I think this was a great step up from Kirishima, like, managing to overcome that intimidating and terrifying threat. So yeah, but awesome episode. Yeah, I'm just crushing Fat Gum so much right now. Honestly, I am. Like, when I saw his, like, I guess, true form, you could say, maybe. Yeah, when I saw that form, I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I think my friend Brianna mentioned it. Like, she said that Fat Gum was one of her favorites, and I can't blame her, to be fair. Not just his personality, but, like, damn. No, but in all seriousness, well, that was serious, but no, that was really impressive, especially those final few moments of that episode, because there was a lot going on. Kirishima found that spirit once again and decided to chip in and um, help Fat Gum out so much. That true form, like I said, hoo-hoo. Seeing those guys just getting dealt with after having, well, after Punchy Punchy got the bragging rights for the majority of this episode. And just seeing the heroes overcome that terrifying presence, because it was very, very terrifying, especially with how Kirishima felt the ramifications after one single hit. Like, it really made him doubt certain paths, because this guy tore through him, and he was just so focused on the fact that he was failing being a hero. He was failing, basically. So yeah. But yeah, seeing those guys, and not just that though, but the animation. I mean, throughout the episode, I was like, there was moments where I was like, "Oh, that's really neat. That's really neat detail." But especially for that final minute, I was really impressed with how the animation stood out for me. So I really enjoyed the animation from like those final few moments, especially. But yeah, I think season 4's been killing it in the animation department, personally. As well as the voice acting department. Like, the voice acting from Kirishima was absolutely compelling, and I really loved how powerful it became, especially from the flashback and the moment he he was going to give up before he conveniently did activate that video with Crimson Riot, and before we delved into the flashback where he was doubting himself. So yeah, I really loved the voice acting from Kirishima in this episode. Yeah, it was really, really impressive, and I loved the focus on him as well. Like, the focus on a dominating spirit like Kirishima failing because he couldn't do anything in his past. So I'm guessing that was the flashback from episode 5 that left us in curiosity. So yeah, and we find and we got context on that, especially with how terrifying of a presence that guy was to those like before Mina sorted him out. And I gotta love Mina. I love the focus on Mina as well. Like, that was really, really amazing as well, because I feel like she's very, very underappreciated in My Hero Academia. And we finally, and in an episode where we did get a lot on Kirishima, this episode allowed to have a bit of Mina as well. So I really like the fact that they basically managed to develop on 2 characters. We'll probably get more Mina in the future, but I really love the fact that we had Kirishima and Mina connecting in the flashback and giving Mina a bit more of a spotlight, because she's just in the background. Like, we acknowledge her, but we don't get much of her, and I really like the fact that we did focus a bit on her in this episode. So that was really, really great stuff. But I also gotta love the fact that she managed to convince those bullies to get lost, and with some bizarre techniques as well. Like, yeah, but also how she managed to make that terrifying villain get led to the authorities rather than the hero agency. Like, as soon as she stepped in and she said, "Oh, they're over there," you did have a feeling she was not going to lead them to the hero agency, but it was more funnier when she said, "I led them to the agency," because you could just imagine that guy's going to be like, "Heroes, it's time to die," and then the police are like, "Oh, so you're a villain, so shoot him," because he's terrifying, so you can shoot him. So yeah, he's gonna unleash hell. No, but in all seriousness, it was really, really funny. Like, you complimented Mina for leading him to the police station beforehand, but you just loved her even more, when you found out it was the police station. So yeah. I also love the fact that this episode did connect Kirishima doubting his path, when he said, like, at my age, like, Bakugo was fighting the sludge villain. Like, I really loved that connectivity. I don't think he knows, like, to this day as well. Like, he just I'm not so sure, but like, he just stated as if he heard these stories rather than being like, oh, yeah. So I really loved that connectivity in contrast to him doubting his path. So yeah, and I gotta say there are parallels to Kirishima and Deku both igniting their paths to being a hero via a video of their idol. Because had Kiri not watched that video, had he not accidentally summoned that video, I think he would. Well, he was on his way to giving up, wasn't he? And then he watched that video, and how powerful that was. I gotta say, I really loved that scene, especially from Kirishima breaking and my heart just shattering. Just seeing Kirishima just break was just absolutely crushing to see. But from that to Crimson Riot stating why he still fights and how he keeps this composure even though he's still fearful, because he failed someone as a sidekick, and the face they had the moment their life was extracted haunts him to this day, and he doesn't want to see that happen again. So he keeps this drive to make sure that never happens again. It's scary, but it's even more scarier, like, if you're a dedicated hero and you fail the people around you, because you have all that guilt. Like we had Kirishima freeze and be terrified, which is very, very natural as well. Like, that guy was absolutely terrifying. Like he towered. He was towering everyone. He was like, what, 15 feet tall or whatever. But yeah, as I was gonna say, it was natural for him to freeze in terror, but I think he makes a really, really good point. If you're choosing it, when you choose the hero path and you see people die, I think that's gonna hurt you a lot more. It was like Crimson was speaking to. Well, that's what it was implying at first, wasn't it? Like it gave that like. It was like Crimson was speaking to Kirishima, because Kirishima was surprised that he found out it was a recording, but those words managed to convey to Kirishima, and like I said, had he not accidentally switched on that video, he would have given up. So yeah, I really, really loved that message that that Crimson Riot managed to like convey for Kirishima. Overhaul, once again, strategically partnering people together with those two, with one being brawny and one being brainy, one being calm, one being aggressive. You could notice the parallels there. But not just that though, but their powers do, like their quirks do work well. Like with him being like an absolutely aggressive fighter, and the other being a shield guy. So yeah, he even said like we're like, one's a shield and one's like a spear, whereas you're just two shields. So yeah, hey, you can still do good with two shields, actually. Just go ba-doo, ba-doo. No, but I really loved like the story as well, explaining more about Fat Gum's ability as well. Like I said, I really appreciated that so much when he like revealed his, I guess, true form, and whew. But not only that though, but he was explaining how he was absorbing them, and he was channeling that Yang Xiaolong. Ugh, she's your favorite character, Liam. You can't mess that up. But yeah. I got Yang Xiaolong vibes from Ruby when he was explaining about how he was building it up, and how he could reverberate that into destroying that shield with his strength. So yeah, because she basically does the same thing with her semblance in Ruby. So yeah. So them two would make a really, really like good team, wouldn't they? Because they've got the same abilities, kind of, haven't they? But no, I really loved everything from this episode, like from the flashbacks to the tense situation, because like Amajiki's story last week we had a case where a hero faced impossible odds because, like I said, from Kirishima, he got one singular hit and his arms were already done in. So, whereas with Amajiki, you had those three bonded by that companionship, and they managed to outnumber Amajiki, so it was very, very tough. Whereas the numbers sides were even Stevens, but the strength side not so much, because like I said, that guy was absolutely hammering everyone. Like, and that's the thing. He was like, the speed, the rapidness of his punches was absolutely daunting. So yeah. We also got to find out about that guy as well, I think. When Bubble Girl was interrogating those thugs, like, that guy was talking about the previous leader of the Hisaikai. And yeah, so I'm guessing that guy that Overhaul visited, I think it was 2 episodes ago, I'm guessing he was the leader. So yeah. So that was pretty cool stuff as well. But yeah, that was a really, really impressive episode. I just really loved like the focus on Kirishima in this episode and how my heart wept for him. It was absolutely crushing seeing how hurt and dejected Kirishima was. But thankfully, reliving that flashback made reignited that spark, like the flashback reignited his spark as well. So yeah, I really loved the focus on Kirishima in this episode. And like I said, it's really impressive how how this season how this season has the spotlight shining on Kirishima so much, because he's a very, very impressive character. So I am all for it. But that was impressive stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!